doing a reading. We're going to be seeing how do people feel about how they treated you. Okay, let's see if people feel bad or not. All right, and we're going to be seeing why did they do this. Okay, we're going to be going into depth about their thinking, untold truths about how they are feeling, and things of that nature. All right, y'all. So as it resonates, please make sure to thumbs up the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please do tell a friend about me by sharing the video. Make sure to comment as well. All right, and y'all, I do these videos live, so I do tend to talk to some of the viewers that are in the audience. So I apologize in advance if it does bother you. Okay, but I am interactive at times with the audience. So let's see. Somebody could have been sick, okay? Somebody could have been feeling some type of way in regards to you coming up off some money, coming up on some money, okay? Or some money that they didn't get. Somebody could have been stressed out, all right, as well. Take it as a resonate. We got the unexpected income card coming out here in the reverse, okay, Scorpio? So let's see. Thief, yeah, somebody is stressed out because they was trying to come up off of some money. Okay, somebody thought that they was gonna steal from you, rob you in some type of way. Okay, they thought they was gonna get over on you, thought they had a fool or a dummy, but turns out they didn't. Okay, because I feel like somebody was not successful at their plan. And for some of y'all, 24 is significant. For some of you, it's this year that this is occurring. Others of y'all, 24 is significant. Okay, somebody is going to end up having to go to court. Okay, I feel like whatever this person did to try to steal from you, whatever it was that they took from you, I feel like they will be going to jail. Somebody knows that you're abundant, or they knew that you were at one point. Take it as a resonate. And for some of y'all, you got a solid reputation out here with false person in reverse. So for some of y'all, somebody definitely thought that they think that you're doing good. So somebody thought that they could take something from you. I feel like for some of y'all, you are coming out as the high honor card, which means you're divine. Okay, and for me, that means that you have a reputable reputation that is good. Okay, and seeing good in others' eyes. Okay, so people can know that about you. For some of y'all, you could be a main female, or you could be like in the spotlight of a lot of people. You could be considered somebody important in a lot of people's life, okay? Or you could be a girlfriend of someone. For some of y'all, you are single. What's going on here, Spirit, for Scorpio? So somebody did you wrong by trying to steal from you, rob you, use you, a mature man, a father figure in your life, okay? Somebody who y'all know that could have children, they could have a business, or they could just, take care of a lot of business. Could be a busy person. I feel like whatever somebody did to you, you was not expecting, okay? But for some of y'all, you was dealing with someone who was not wealthy, okay? You was dealing with someone who ain't never really had much in life. So for some of y'all, they was scoping, watching you, trying to see how they can come up off of you in whichever type of way they could. Okay, I feel like for some of y'all, this was someone plotting and planning with their family as well. Their family has some type of idea in regards to their plan to steal or rob. So if this person ends up going to jail, it ain't nothing but their family fault that needs to contribute to whatever they need on their books, whatever they may need, letters being wrote. They need to go ahead and answer them phone calls because they knew all about this plan. Okay, they surely did. For some of y'all, this was the ex of y'all's and their family plotting, planning. Okay, but they going to jail. Okay, they're not coming up off of you, so don't even worry about it. With adjudication coming out in the upright, yeah, somebody is definitely going to jail. Okay, they're going to be going to court. Somebody gonna have a legal matter. Even if they was to bail out, they're going to have to go to court. Okay, I feel like somebody ain't gonna know how to feel about this court matter. Okay, they don't want to go to court. They don't want to see nobody, or they didn't want to. Or for some of y'all, this was you. You didn't want to. For some of y'all, people had y'all fucked up. For some of y'all, somebody could have tried to frame you or tried to get you caught up in a case. Okay, with some shit that they did to you, though. This is crazy. What's going on here, Spirit? A child is involved for some of y'all. Official person. You could have thought somebody was an official person. Turns out they're not. Okay. For some of y'all thought that somebody had something that they didn't. And then mature woman in reverse. Unexpected income in reverse. Somebody was never going to have kids with someone who wasn't able to take care of them and their kids, okay? They're not being seen as a soulmate because for some of y'all, somebody is not able to take care of the kids, okay? Or they can't even take care of themselves, so how the fuck you going to be having kids? So for some of y'all, somebody was like, you know what, I'll just stay the girlfriend. I don't want no kids, okay? But I feel like whoever this is that didn't want to have kids with someone who became abundant, that was the moment they were a target. Whether this is you or this is somebody you know. The moment that you start doing good in life, this person start plotting on you. But I feel like the moment that they did, it was already headed downhill because the plot does not transpire into anything that is fruitful, and they end up going to court, having to go to court for this matter. Somebody was in their feelings. Somebody was mad because for some of y'all, they had a dirty offer for you that you didn't accept. And whatever this was that you turned down, it was a blessing because after that, you start rising up or start doing better in life. Okay? Or you came up in the spotlight for some of y'all. So somebody trying to disrespect you in whatever type of way, hurt you, okay, try to befriend you, be in a relationship with you, to try to get over on you. Was the true intentions? Yeah, I feel like somebody, for some of y'all, they tried to get close to you just so that they could be close enough to snake you. See what you all about, see what you got going on in your life, see what is, important enough for them to find out. For some of y'all, you already sensed that somebody was up to no good. Okay, I feel like it was not easy for this person to hook you. Okay, I feel like y'all already left for something. So for some of y'all, a hickey is significant because I want to say hick. But yeah, I feel like y'all got away from whatever this is. You was not hooked to this person. Okay, no hard feelings. You just didn't want to deal with them. For some of y'all, somebody was only interested in you for a romantic love affair, meaning that they wanted to have something secret. Okay, for some of y'all, only a brief encounter. Okay, and go on about their business. They did not want to get to know you for real. Okay, and I feel like for some of y'all, you quiet. You don't really like to start drama or anything. But some of y'all, so you just left. And then on top of that, somebody is not a hustler. Okay, well, hustling coming out in reverse. Okay, so I feel like for some of y'all, you don't like to deal with people who is not a hustler. Yeah, that's wasting your time. You feel like that's wasting your time. Well, wasting time, okay? Or for some of y'all, you feel like a person is stuck in their ways. Okay? You don't want to deal with nobody like that. And then on top of that, they thought y'all was going to be creeping with them. Okay, trying to hide. Don't want to let nobody see you. Okay, coming through. Or whatever, or them coming through, or y'all being seen together. Some weird shit. You like, hell no, we not finna do that. Okay, and I feel like for some of y'all, somebody was mad. They wanted to threaten y'all, or for some of y'all, they tried to intimidate y'all, but they got bad karma. The bad karma is they gonna get caught up. Creeping, yeah. You was like, I'm not creeping with nobody. Creeping with who? For what? Yeah. I feel like that was their bad too by them even asking you some crazy stuff like that, because crying over you is coming out in the upright. You didn't turn their ass down. They've been crying over you ever since. Okay? Sad, hurt, disappointed. Can't be mad at nobody but theyself. Okay? Yeah, you feel like somebody was a waste of time. You was not about to be creeping with nobody. You got up out of that situation as quick as you came into it. Okay? You felt like somebody was a whole waste of time once you found out what their true motive was with you. Intentions. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is not a hustler. They do not be working hard or none of that. For some of y'all, somebody is not, they don't got no money, okay? And they don't be trying to get none either, but they watching you, seeing what you got going on, okay? Seeing that you a hustler. That's the only reason why they're attracted to you, because they see you doing good. You are a target to somebody that's a fucking broke person. Broke-minded, broke-spirited, okay? It's not a temporary thing. It's a long-term thing, because somebody is lazy or something. They don't want to make no money unless it's some easy money. Moving. Somebody got to move. They could be getting evicted. They got bad habits. They got to move. For some of y'all, they could be getting evicted. Others of y'all, they just can't afford to stay where they've been staying at no more, because the drug habits has made them forget what the hell they got to take care of. Somebody ain't been taking care of their responsibilities. Okay? Others of y'all, the moment you moved out or you stop dealing with somebody, they start doing drugs. All right? The moment you moved on, they start doing drugs. Somebody's name could be Drew. Shine. And I feel like for some of y'all, somebody had to start doing drugs. All because you shining. God damn. Yeah, for some of y'all, it was about your shine. Ran a motherfucker into the mud, okay? They started doing drugs. That is crazy. What the fuck? Dirty offer. All because you turned down a dirty offer and you knew they wasn't shit and they ain't shit. That's why they doing drugs. They know they ain't shit. Dirty offer in reverse. Yep. You did not deal with it. Thank goodness you didn't, because this is somebody who will smoke you out of a house and a home. They'll smoke you out of it. Smoking like had that motherfucker smoking like a chimney in that bitch. They ain't shit. And they offer wasn't either. Okay? Fuck. Yeah, but somebody is very interested in you. Okay, they see you hit the jackpot. Okay, they trying to see how they could be a boss daddy. So, yeah. You too busy winning to worry about this shit. For some of y'all, somebody wasn't able to get nobody to fight you or be like you, so now they're into you. Okay? For some of y'all, motherfuckers didn't want to see you. They didn't want to have no smoke with you. Okay? For some of y'all, you got a good reputation. Okay? Somebody knows that about you. And you don't like to start drama. You ain't a drama starter. You got a whole lot of groupies that's on you. Somebody knows this about you. Okay, and they also know that you hit the jackpot. Okay, you doing well in life, all right? And they know damn well you ain't gonna give them no money, Scorpio. They also know that as well. Okay, this is the person who y'all had a romantic love affair with. Okay, you ain't the type of person who be going out partying and all that, and you don't be having your business out there on Front Street. So people can't just find out what you got going on. They can't dig up dirt on you and just see what you got going on. Plus, you be quick to put your shit on private if you got social media accounts. It says ain't shit. Yeah, somebody ain't shit that's in your energy. Okay, for some of y'all, somebody be trying their best not to look at tarot when it comes to you, but they still do. Watch it every chance they get. And I feel like for some of y'all, they see that you rising up. Okay, they see you doing good. And when they watch you or look at you, they see that you too busy winning. But some of y'all, this person got an STD, called an STD, okay, or they gave you one. Somebody gave you an STD, or they got one. Okay, take it as it resonate. Okay, rising up. I see y'all rising up though, doing good. Okay, and you ain't giving nobody shit. That's just what it is. You don't give a damn about no spiritual haters or nothing else. Clout hungry. Yeah, you ain't a clout chaser, and you damn sure it already said you not a drama starter. So we know you ain't trying to get no recognition or none of that because you want somebody to give you the likes, or you want somebody to praise you and all that. Like, it is what it is. People gonna do that naturally, but I feel like ain't nobody hooked on this person, and that's really the problem. Is that you dodged a bullet. Okay, you dipped out on their ass and they wasn't expecting that. For some of y'all, somebody thought they was gonna cyberbully you, but that didn't happen. Okay, so all they could do is get screenshots on you. Okay, and I feel like whatever it is ain't no real ass proof, or whatever they think they're seeing, it ain't real, or you showing a motherfucker what you want them to see, but it don't mean nothing. Like, I don't know. Somebody thinks they're getting some real tea, but they ain't getting shit. I feel like you showing somebody what you want them to see. Since they want to watch, you letting them watch, all right, giving them a show. And what they don't know is that you're giving them a show. That's it. All right, let's go into this tarot. Yeah, you took a leap of faith on yourself, or you will be. Okay, it's okay that motherfuckers didn't know your worth. For some of y'all, somebody just was coming around you to use you. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so I just seen 1616. Oh no, 1816. Somebody was only coming around to use you. You know that. What's going on here, Spirit? I feel like once you learned about this person's motives or their intentions with you, I feel like it hurt, but you learned how to get past it, heal from it. Oh, you recognize that somebody just ain't grown. Okay, somebody just ain't on the same page as you. You definitely did go in hermit mode though. The death card. Okay, I'm seeing y'all come out in the reverse. All right, for some of y'all, I feel like you had to choose. You seen somebody for what it was. You just decided that if somebody wasn't gonna change, you still was gonna move on anyway. Okay, even if somebody don't change, you are going to have some type of forward progress. Others of y'all, somebody was not healed. Okay, they still needed a lot of work to do, and for some of y'all, you still moved on them with them anyway, not listening to your intuition, or because your third eye was closed. And I feel like you ended up, because you made bad choices, or the choices that you made, not necessarily bad, but ones that you feel like you could have did better at. I feel like y'all have to figure out how to do better next time. So some of y'all close yourself off to go and work on that. Like working on not letting certain people get too close to you where, you know, you see they're not changing. If you see they're not changing. The sun card, yeah, I feel like it was hard for you to see whether something was moving on or not. You had to reject somebody, okay, and decide to move on anyway. Yep, you left somebody out in the cold who, for some of y'all, was trying to hold you back. You know that they were trying to hold you back. And for some of y'all, you were slow to leave, okay? You wasn't so quick to just bounce on their ass. You gave this person time after time, okay, before you finally just called it quits. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. This was not an easy thing for you to do, but you did it. Okay, you like, you know what? I'm not happy here. I gotta go. Okay, you moved on. Judgment in reverse. I feel like somebody did not see this coming though, this King of Wands in reverse, but that's because they were always wrapped up in dealing with other people, okay? Where they wasn't being faithful to you, sleeping around with everybody who will fucking have sex with them, okay? Always making plans to meet up with somebody, link up. All right. I feel like for some of y'all, this person does not really understand why y'all won't be with them. But the truth is, you learned how to love yourself. You healed from whatever toxic addictions you had. For some of y'all, yeah. And somebody's not seeing like why you chose to do this. This King of Wands is not seeing that. Okay. With the Hangman, this Sagittarius energy, they're not seeing why you chose to like change. Or why you trying to change. Like, shit was all good when it was good. But I feel like by you changing, somebody feels like y'all can't have a foundation. Had you stayed toxic, then they would have felt like y'all could have been a perfect match, but you not like that no more. Yeah. And here they go. They're not understanding. I'm telling you. The Hangman in reverse. They're not seeing what's the reason behind this. Okay? And for some of y'all, they feel like you switched up quick with the Eight of Wands. Okay? For some of y'all, somebody, once they noticed this, they wanted to reach out to you and talk to you because for some of y'all, they wasn't happy. They wanted to reach out to you, okay? They seen you change swiftly, change quickly, okay? And for some of y'all, they couldn't understand it. They just couldn't get it, wrap their mind around it. Somebody remembered how you used to be compared to how you are now. Or they do. They find themselves thinking about that. Yeah, a karmic emperor in reverse. Okay. Who for some of y'all be sending y'all the evil eye. Okay. For some of y'all, you can have children with this person, but they don't never seen you grow or never thought you would grow because for some of y'all, when you was with them, y'all was toxic, okay? Because this motherfucker was toxic. Y'all both was toxic together, okay? You used to have an ungoddamn unhealthy connection, but I feel like whoever this is, you don't want them. So whoever this ex is, this karmic masculine Aries energy, they talk shit about y'all, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, because y'all don't want to deal with them because you don't want them no more. Okay, they don't see why you change so much. And yeah, I'm telling you, Ten of Cups in reverse. You don't want this person no more. You feel like you're unhappy with them. You feel like, y'all not good when y'all together at home and all of that, around the kids or none of that. They know this. They know, they know, they know. What else, Spirit? Yeah, for some of y'all, you blocking off y'all even working together anymore. You no longer fighting for this connection. Okay, no longer fighting for things to work, for y'all to be a team on the same accord. You're like, what? I got hella options. for some of y'all, you got a lot of people who want to deal with you, be with you, so you taking those options on. You like, I gotta heal myself, and you did. You let go of whatever this was with this person, and I feel like because you did, here goes somebody come chasing you, trying to see how y'all could work things out. But I feel like you're rejecting this person's offer to be back together. I feel like they're not able to sweep you off your feet anymore. If at first when y'all used to break up, you used to just let this person come in and you don't know, try to wine and dine you and razzle and dazzle you with kind words. I feel like they're pretty words, just not so pretty anymore. Okay, I feel like you just see this person for who they are. I feel like through it all, I feel like you tried to see the good in them, tried to see that y'all could move forward. Okay, but it just didn't work. Go eat your food. It just didn't work. Go out. Shh. Go, right. Go. It's here. Okay, baby. Okay. But yeah, I feel like for some of y'all, you tried, you kept trying, and then as I say that, I see the 9 of Wands. So that represents you trying, okay? But for some of y'all, sex what was keeping y'all, driving y'all, or this person for y'all being together. But once the sex was over with, you realized that there wasn't anything real. So you ended up letting this go, letting go of control to have this connection anymore. Yeah, this union, I feel like you knew that it was no longer a stable connection anymore, stable foundation any longer. Yes, y'all was together for a long time, but you felt like you needed to let go, or somebody felt like they needed to let go of this dynamic, no longer seeing a point of it. Excuse me. Now I feel like you just look at somebody as bad news, a disappointment, okay, a waste of time. Yeah, but I feel like for some of y'all, you happy that you're not wasting your time on this person anymore, and that you gave up, that you let go of control, that you stopped trying to fight for it, where you just, you stop putting your energy and trying to keep it there. Okay, you just look at something and for what it is with this Page of Wands in reverse. You look at somebody like they're not good for you, like, they're bad news, they got bad reputation. I feel like, just hearing from them disappoints you or irritates you or whatever the case may be. Okay. I just feel like you know better, and you know your worth. You feel like, you know, you was young when you did something, and now you older now, and you know better. Shit. Yeah, this relationship is over. And now the relationship is over, and that's okay with you. Okay? I feel like you could be very defensive at this time, trying to protect yourself. You could be very clear and cutthroat with your words, so being honest, brutally honest. Okay? But I feel like you are very understanding, wise about the situation, and fully ready and to take accountability for what went wrong. For some of y'all, although it hurt you, okay, with the 9 of Swords, you had to do what you had to do. Okay, for some of y'all, it may have hurt somebody else as well too, that you didn't necessarily want to hurt at one point or another. May not want to hurt them now, but it comes with the territory of separating with somebody. It's just no longer a fit. All right, and somebody is just all about sex. And for you, that's not what it's all about. You want an equal give and take. And you rather walk away from someone, even if they're your soulmate. If you know that they're emotionally detached from you and don't really want it, you will turn down their offer every time they come in with one. Okay? Before you allow yourself to demean yourself over a soulmate. Okay? And I'm seeing that. Okay? You're moving on to calmer waters. Okay? Yep. Raindrops. Yep. You're moving on to calmer waters, and I feel like no matter how many tears you have to cry, and knowing that this person is crying them too, that's just what you got to do. Yep, and this is you bringing justice to yourself, bored and all. It's all right. So I'm going to just be taking a few cards from the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. And that's going to be our read, okay, Scorpio? Yeah. Feminine energy in reverse. A second chance. For some of y'all, this could be a feminine energy, okay? That is toxic, karmic, okay? Don't have to be a female to be feminine. Just somebody who's acting more so feminine in their feminine side, more so bitchy, okay? Low vibrational. What's going on here, Spirit? Dramatic, starting problems and shit. Chemistry. Somebody feels like y'all got chemistry here, okay? They clinging, how longing for you, okay? Somebody is thinking about when y'all was together, okay? It hurts wanting you and can't have you, okay? Somebody tries to block out their emotions with heart fog, trying not to feel how they feel because somebody wants you so bad and they can't have you. But I feel like for some of y'all, somebody really want to touch you, okay? And they feel like because they can't, it hurts. Somebody feels like y'all have very passionate sex, okay? For some of y'all, the spark happened through sex. I'm not gonna lie. What else? What else, Spirit? Yeah, that's how y'all drop your guard during the sex, okay? And then somebody didn't have other people at the time, okay? Or at least that's what they told you. But yeah, boundaries, because that's where your boundaries went up at. Is like, that's, you didn't want to deal with nobody who had nobody else. You made that clear, okay? Somebody lied, though. Yeah, it was all an illusion on my soul. Resentment, yeah, so you wouldn't be, somebody lied so you wouldn't be mad, okay? But it was all an illusion. They was lying, okay? Clouding your judgment, telling you they didn't have nobody else and all of the bullshit. But this person did the whole time, okay? And that caused arguments, all right? Because somebody was very unbalanced, okay? And for some of y'all, it made you stop speaking to somebody and they disappointed in their choices. Okay, yeah, somebody got karma for that, consequences from fucking you over. Okay, and I feel like you may have not spoke on everything, but karma is having this person's way. Mirror, some of y'all feel the same way about each other. Okay, I feel like somebody is not done or tired. They want a second chance. Okay, they do. But I feel like you've already reached your breaking point. Okay, it's already a no for you. Okay, you feel how you feel. Any last messages, Spirit? Mm. Yeah, only you. Yeah, that's a motherfucking lie. You wasn't the only. It was not worried about just you. Somebody was very unloyal, very lustful. Okay, very, very lustful. It was not just you. They were unloyal. Okay, you could not trust this motherfucker. They wasn't dedicated to you. It was all about sex. Somebody was very non-committal. Okay, they love sex. That's just what it is. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what I got here. So y'all gotta take this reading as it resonates for you. Okay, I feel like somebody definitely don't feel bad. They was in it for the sex. That's what draw them into you. Okay, and that's what kept them around, and that's what make them want you still is the sex. But yeah, somebody's a very sex based person. Y'all take it as a resonate. If this ain't true, this is your person. Y'all make sure to thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Tell a friend about me. Come back for the Sagittarius read for this same series. And I'm going to see y'all later. Until next time, y'all be well. Take care of yourself. And make sure to have a positive day on purpose. See you later.